back, folks, from an undisclosed location. No, it's not undisclosed, it's just my front yard. Welcome back, folks, and this is your old pal Hondo doing another video for you on another knife. This is the Mora Basic 511. It's a great little entry-level, cheap bushcraft knife, tough as nails, and as cheap as they come, they're tough. There's a lot of videos on this baby. There is videos, miles and miles of videos of the bushcraft basic. Picked this one up at my local hardware store for about $8.99. What you get with this blade is you get a really nice entry-level bushcraft knife. You may have to flatten the spine down to make it throw sparks on a ferrocerium rod. It's got a rubberized, over-molded handle. It's an 8-inch knife. It has a nice Scandi grind. Country of origin is Sweden. Like I said, a lot of bushcrafters are just outdoorsmen and like to, you know, customize these blades to however they want to see fit. I put a little patina on it with some mustard and stuff. This one is red and black. They come in orange and black and different other various colors. The reason why they do that is so they stand out amongst the ground. When you're doing bushcrafting, you drop it on the grass, you can see it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. This is the sheath right here. This is a plastic type of e-glass polymer sheath. No frills or thrills on this. It's got a nice little type of belt clip. Great belt knife, good fishing knife, good camping knife, good skinning a deer knife. Everything you can imagine you can do with this knife, no problem. It's probably one of my favorite knives. A lot of people out there like these knives. It has a hole in the bottom, so it's got a drainage hole, so if you do drop this in the water, it'll drain out through the bottom. Now, this blade here is not bad. It's a great little blade. They're tough as they come. You may want to put like a rubber band or something over the top, so if you're wearing it as a neck knife, not so much you have to worry about that, but if you got it on your belt as a belt knife, it'll fall out. So the retention in this is kind of sketchy, so you may want to put a little rubber band on it. And right here in the back of the knife has a little indention right here where you can put a piece of paracord and wear it around your neck. And we're going to test this knife out. It's 1090 carbon steel, high carbon steel. I'm not too sure about the Rockwell heat treat. It's sort of a partial tang right here. Goes to right about here, so you got to be really careful with this knife, but they are tough. We'll put it through a little battery of tests to show you what this knife's capable of doing. So we'll go down.
Hey, we're back and we're down on the ground here. Here's the knife, and we got a little bit of, we got a stick here. We're gonna carve for you. We're gonna make it into a 10 peg. This is general purpose use of this knife. Will be camp chores, bushcrafting chores, decent survival knife. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of carving here on this poplar. It's very light wood. Make short work of that poplar. Look at that. It's very soft wood. Great soft wood for bushcrafting purposes. The bark could also be used as a fire starter. So remember that. Don't ever overlook a poplar tree. I'm going to do a notching with this. Now, we got a little small cut right here, and we're going to make a notch. We're going to press the blade into the notch to make a decent notch. This is a lot better than the Condor knife, a lot sharper. And voila, you got a notch. There you go. There's your tent peg, folks, if you need it. Okay, now, it's a lot harder wood here. This is apple wood, well seasoned stuff. I mean, hard. We're going to take a couple test chops of this just to show you the toughness of this knife. With this knife, we'll test the tip on this hard wood. Okay, the tip held up, very nice. The edge held up. It's a little dull, but that's to be expected. We're going to chop on this hardwood here. It's very, 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 very hard. It's good apple wood. And look at that, folks. It just glides through the apple wood, unlike the Condor. This is why I like a Mora. That finger choil and the palm swell makes this knife feel real good in your hand. You don't really need to choke up with it to get fine task work done. So this is really, really hard wood, and it passed the test just chopping it. Look how big an indention it left chopping with the Mora Basic 511. Now we're going to do some light batoning here with this here pine. Oh lordy. Hey, it broke the board that I was supposed to protect the blade on. Man, it went right through that pine like it was nothing. Very nice. The Mora is a very, very, very tough and versatile knife. There's no bending or warping on this knife whatsoever after beating the crap out of it. We'll do another small piece of wood here, baton it. It's basically what you want to baton through, really, is small pieces of wood. And very nice. We baton through this small piece like it was nothing. This will be the tender type of, and it broke it right in half. Look at that, folks. Softer wood is actually a lot better for this knife if you're just using it to make fire. You twist the blade whenever you, and we got a big old piece of wood here. We're gonna, nice well seasoned piece of pine. There you go. Broke right through that pine like a heart. It's a little bit harder than I thought it would be, but it is what it is. There you go. Breaks through pine like nothing. You twist the blade, and there you go. Splitting out of the way, we'll try some feather sticking with the lighter wood. And it's still as sharp as a razor blade after beating the crap out of it. This is why I like a Mora, folks. Okay, broke it. There you go. It feather sticks really good, and with very or little or less ease. This is why a lot of people made feather sticks with little or less ease on this. Try another feather stick with the poplar wood. I like this poplar wood for feather sticking over the pine. More feather sticking, fine work on this. Works really well. There you go, more feather sticking. Makes nice feather sticks. There you go, makes short work of poplar real easy. And now we're going to try a little bit of this pine right here. Pine, poplar. Spruce pine. There you folks go. That's why I like a thin edge knife. It went through the pine. Pine's a little bit harder than poplar, so it did short work of the pine as well.
And this blade is still sharp enough to get the job done. Try another small piece of pine here. As I said, it makes short work of pine. And it makes a lot of mess here. Look at that, folks. The Mora Basic 511 is a great knife. It's a good Swedish knife here, folks. And we're going to use some of this cordage here. We're going to cut some of this cordage to show you how this works on cordage. Cuts cordage, no problem whatsoever. Jute twine, it cuts, you know, it cuts cordage really well, like butter. There you go, cuts cordage. It's jute twine. We're going to pull it apart. We're going to use it as a fire tender to start this fire here. I use the old trusty Nathan 4071 ferrocerium rod to light this fire. We're going to use the back of the Mora to strike the fire. There you go. Condor. Highly recommend this over buying a Condor. Save your money. Buy yourself a decent small Mora. They work great in the field for making fires, processing game. You name it, it'll do it. And there's your fire. And this has been the Mora Basic 511. And again, thank you Nathan 4071 for the awesome ferro rods you have, my friend. Y'all know what you can do. Get yourself one. Highly recommend these Moras. Great knives. You know what y'all could do. You put God first. He puts you first every time. And you know what else, YouTube? God loves you. So does Hondo. Peace out, YouTube.
Yeah.